What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's after Christmas, and with Christmas comes Christmas gifts. And for Christmas, I received the screen mount from Tesstuff. I'm going to be installing this today. The guy who owns this company made a video on how to install this product, so we just kind of watched it over again one more time just to make sure we got it. He says it's not hard to install, so we're going to find out today. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this installed. Before we get into the installation, if y'all are interested in buying a Tesla, go ahead and use my referral link down below. That gets y'all either a discount or full free self-driving or supercharging, whatever they are offering at the time. And if y'all are wanting to buy any products that I install on my Tesla or have installed in the past, I've made a video on it. If y'all haven't seen the video, go check it out. If you are interested in seeing what products I did install with just the link, go ahead and click the link down below. It's an Amazon affiliate link. So if y'all buy stuff using my link, I will get some kickback and make more videos in the future. But all right, let's go ahead and get into the installation. All right, so we got the package here. Let's go ahead and open it up. I already took all the stuff out of the plastic wrapping, but we got the bracket that goes on the monitor. We have the mount that goes on the car itself. We have the actual articulating bracket right here. I think this model just goes side to side. So the video we watched is the older model. It's not the newer one, but this is how it's supposed to go. It goes like this. That works out. And then we got all the tools, and then we got the temperature reader adapter plate. So that's what that is. And yeah, let's go ahead and start installing this thing. All right, so let's go ahead and take off the bottom plate. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this camera angle. Let me go ahead and put the light on for there. So I got the Insta360 set up for underneath the screen, so y'all can see what I'm doing under there as I'm doing it. Let's go ahead and just pop that off first. And it actually kind of helps because I can't see what I'm doing. Apparently he says you just need to stick it into this hole right here and just push and it should come undone. Oh, there we go. Just kind of wedge it in there. Oh, heard a pop. And yeah, oh wow, that came off really easy. Way easier than he did in the video. Let's go ahead and take the temperature reader off. Make sure you keep track of all the screws and stuff. You do not want to lose them, because that'll be a very crappy situation trying to put it back together. Oh. Yeah, don't drop them like that. Okay. And then we got the OEM bracket off. This is for the temperature sensor, so that came off pretty easy. Put this other screw back down here. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna be looking at the instructions as I do this because I do not want to mess this up. No, next we gotta remove the screen itself from the bracket. So we gotta unscrew the mounts under here. Let's see if I could show y'all. Yeah, there you go. These two screws, this one, it's kind of weird for me because it says a delay, but these two screws I gotta remove right here. So I just gotta find it because, like I said, I'm not looking underneath. I'm just using the little camera with the delay. So it's like if I overthrow it or overshoot it, not overthrow it, then I have to like slowly go back. Damn, it's tight.
You're going this way, right?
Yeah. Wait. All right, I'm gonna get out and try to get it. Damn. Oh, there we go. Damn, this thing is tight. At least the screen's coming loose. You know it's working. In the video of him doing this, he showed that it came with a ratchet, which was a lot easier than this, but it indeed did not come with a ratchet. But we're doing this the long way. The ratchet would have been so much easier though. Okay, we probably should be able to somewhat hand unscrew that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, they had thread glue on there. If you look, there's some type of, come on, focus on this. Whatever. There's some type of thread glue on there. Focus on it, there we go. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but it's like pinkish. Screen ain't going nowhere. This is the best method once you get it unlocked so far that I've experienced. That's done. Okay, I feel like that was the hardest part. Let's go ahead and look at what's next. Also, you want to put this on clean mode. It's probably what you should have done. We should have done first, but that way you don't touch the screen against a bunch of stuff. Get this towel ready. This is a blanket, but a towel or blanket so you can put your screen on here. If you don't have a screen protector, it doesn't scratch it up, but just to protect it. All right, good luck. I feel like only one side's coming out. What's under here that's preventing it from coming all the way out? Oh, I just wasn't pulling hard enough. All right. Okay. Doesn't look like it comes out all the way like it.
Like the other one because it wasn't as long.
Yeah. So this is gonna be kind of weird. So there's 2 black screws in there that I need to get out. Okay, there's a screw right there. So let's go ahead and try to. It's literally like doing surgery. Oh crap! The screen went dark on me. There you go. Light back. There we go. All right, that's undone. Now let's put y'all on the other side. There we go. All right, we gotta make sure these screws don't fall anywhere. And the other one's in here somewhere.
I see. It's still in there.
Push that out. Okay, there. So now we gotta take out the actual screen. Now we gotta take these clips off. It's gonna be a little hard. This is the hard part. Gotta take this off. There we go. Got one undone. So there's this little clip. You gotta push down right here, and then you pull it out. You don't want to just yank it from the wires, yank it from the plastic. I grabbed from right here, and then it'll pop back in once you put it back in. And then we gotta take this little plastic piece off. Remember which way you take it off, because you gotta put it back on the same way. So it goes in like this. Camera right here, so you can see. It goes in like that. Put that up here, and then we gotta grab it from the plastic sides. I don't think there's a clip clasp for it. Oh yeah, there is. There's a little clasp right here on the left side. This little lip on the inner left side. And we're gonna push that in. Use the wedge to hold it down. Once you take this off, it makes it a lot easier to set this down too. Let's go ahead and use the screwdriver to try to push it in. It says it's supposed to stay in, so when we do it, we want to make sure the little clip. There we go. Oh, I just wasn't pushing hard enough. It stays in, and then this should just come out. There we go. I literally just pulled it out. Easy. Now the screen's off. This is scary. So now we'll just, we got an iPad, basically. I'm going to put this up here. It has a screen protector, so I'm not really worried about putting it on a microfiber cloth to keep it safe. But if you don't have one, go ahead and do that. Probably should still do it. At this point, I'm kind of over it. So let's go ahead and take this off. Like I said earlier, the other part was an OEM part. You're not going to need it. You could just keep this safe and secure just in case you ever want to reinstall it back. So just put it somewhere you remember where it's at. All right, so next we're going to be installing the actual bracket itself for the rotating screen. And let's just push that in there. It should sit. Get the big screws that were difficult to pull off, and just feed those right back inside. I'm just gonna hand screw them in first. The other one. Keep in mind though, the bracket does have a left and a right side. You'll see an L on the back of it. That just kind of shows you that's the left side. That's how I knew. It's the longer side. The longer side goes on the left side. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. Now we add the bracket back over the mount. Once I tighten it, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it first. See, now I turn right. You wanna make sure you have it tight. That way you don't have a rattling monitor. Having a rattling screen would suck. Oh yeah, that thing's in there. All right, so after we put the bracket on, don't screw it back on yet. I messed up and did that already. Go ahead and add this part next, so you can screw both of them together. So they kind of just go over and under like this, but don't forget to feed your wires through. So probably just put the wires through first. Then come over and under, and then you screw it on. If you really wanted to, you could add more thread lock to it so it wouldn't come out, but you know, at this point, we're not really thinking about all that. So I'm just gonna hand screw these in, and everything should just kind of set in place. Let's go ahead and tighten these up. Okay. Make sure you don't want to strip these, but these are pretty tight. If you really want to make it a little bit tighter, use a drill or an impact and it'll tighten it up for you. Now we're gonna screw the decorative piece back on, which is this. I don't know why they call it a decorative shell, but yeah, it's the decorative shell. And that's gonna go on the back of the actual screen. So let me go ahead and get that started. Just be careful, don't bang your screen around, because this is probably not cheap to replace. And it lines up flawlessly. Grab your little screws you had earlier. All right, so now we're gonna add these little screws back in. Make sure you use the bigger tension wrench because the smaller one doesn't work. And then just tighten it up. Dang, screws a lot longer than I thought. And then go ahead and tighten the other one up. Okay, they're tight. I'm gonna tighten them up just a little bit more, just so they don't come out. Okay, grab the other side, tighten it up a little bit more. I'm like being careful when I grab the monitor because I don't want to squeeze the screen too tight. Cool. All right, these should be done. Now we have to go ahead and place this back. Before I put the screen back on, there are 2 more screw holes that obviously you don't have any more screws except the ones that come in the package. So you're gonna put those 2 screws into these 2 holes, and then once you put the screen back on. But first we're gonna have to put the wires back into the back of the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and put the black one in first. Blacker one's easier. Just make sure you line it up with the port properly because you don't want to force these in when they're going the wrong way. Dude, it feels like my hands are too big for this. It's really not that difficult to install. It's just we don't know what we're doing, and we kind of skimmed through the video. We didn't really sit down. I didn't sit down and watch the whole video, except the first time, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, probably freshen up when you do this, but it's really not that difficult. If I could do it, y'all could definitely do it. Second one is just the hard one to line up. You know, do we even need the second one? All right, I'm putting my seat all the way up just so I could have better viewing comfortably. Should hopefully hear a click. Oh, the screen's on. So you probably had to flip that little switch back out on the pink one. I'm just gonna push down on it with the screwdriver to make sure it's in. And then flip that little switch back out. Can't tell if it's back out or not.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's there. It looks out because you can see spacing behind it, like where you would push back to free it up.
Okay, well that's back on. I'll just put this little thing back on, wrap it around, push down. Make sure you line it up properly. Oh, dude, that was way easier to put back in. Okay, so that snapped in. Probably couldn't hear it audibly, but yeah. All right, it's back in. Now, screen's on. It's a good sign. Now we're gonna have to mount it back. Okay, now you want to get the thermal plate. Actually, before we put the thermal plate back on, I want to make sure these 2 screws are screwed in. He said they go in at an angle. I really don't think they'll go in at that much of an angle. Maybe the older one did. I don't know. Let's see. It didn't look like it was angled. Yeah, it's a little bit of an angle. Just hand screwed it in a little bit. Go ahead and grab this ratchet or this tension wrench. I think it's in. Now we go to the other side. Yeah, this one feels like it went in a lot more. Maybe I didn't have this one in right. Yeah, I did not have it tightened in all the way the first time. So the trick that I found to get it to tighten more is just kind of rotate the screen around a little bit. Like I said, that could just be me not doing it right, and it just happened to work. I moved the screen around, and now it's letting me tighten it way more. There we go. Now it feels real tightness. Pause. Okay, and then that one is securely tightened, and wow, that's pretty much almost it. The monitor moves side to side. That's actually really nice. That's actually way better. It feels right. I like that. Does it look like it bulges out way more?
Yeah, it does. I mean, like it comes out a little bit more,
which is fine.
Yeah, it's better for you as a driver. If you're trying to type something on the screen, I think it's nice.
Yeah,
dude. It's a good placement.
It does bulge out a little bit, but it's tight. It's not loose. I can angle it up. Now I really can angle it up. The last 2 screws you have are the temperature sensor ones. So let's just go ahead and make sure we have this installed right. You can see there's teeth, and the teeth go they line up right here at the bottom with these little notches right here. So make sure you just line those up right. So this goes at the bottom. This is gonna go like this. Just line it up like that, and then just screw it on. Ironically, the smallest screws are like the hardest ones to get back in. Okay. All right, this one is screwed all the way in. Go back to here. All right, so now we're gonna pop this back into place. Just make sure the wires are pushed back in properly. Start from the bottom, because the bottom one is tension. Push these off to the side. Push the bottom ones in first. Top ones in. Is it lined up? I think it is. Top one's in last. Click, click, click. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, this is gonna be exposed, but so it can articulate. Yeah, that's what it looks like for me. If it's not right, let me know in the comments, but this seems to be the only way it works. I don't know. Moment of truth to find out if the screen actually works. It shows that it's working, but hold this down. Everything seems to be working fine. Perfect. Turn the AC back on. It's blowing. Feels about 68 degrees. So I think we got it going. I think we're good. I think we got it mounted. And here we go. You see? Y'all want to see? Ah. That's actually sick. The reason why I think it's extended out as much as it is because whenever you have it originally mounted with the original mount, if you notice, it's kind of pushed far back. So if you have it tilted, it's gonna hide this half of the screen. But with it pulled out, I can actually still see the left side of the screen, and it's not hidden behind the steering wheel. So that's probably why it extends out a little bit more than normal. But I think this is definitely a good addition to the car. I like how it's tilted towards me for the maps and everything. If I want my girlfriend to do something, I'll just be like, hey, can you type in the address real quick? It'd be a lot easier for her to do it. And yeah, I feel like this is a solid installation or thing to install to your car, and probably will be very helpful whenever it comes to typing and driving when you have autopilot on, of course. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget, if you want to buy a Tesla, go ahead and use the link down below and you'll get those benefits. And if y'all want to buy any of the products, including this, I'll link this down below as well. If you want to get any of the products that I use in my Tesla, go ahead and click the Amazon affiliate link down below and get those and help me, earn some money to get more products to review. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.